Stafford looks to throw again. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's taken down here by the Saints. David Onyemata forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Stafford. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the double. 51. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Jared Davis, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Bridgewater now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to... Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job 1 paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Now Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Set, 280. 53 is the mark. All day, dog.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
A lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jared Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Crunch time, defense.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Caught on the left side by Ginn. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Yo, shut up. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Right here, right here.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Get ready. Get ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Forced out to his left. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 74 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's up and good. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And Jones has it over the middle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Middle.
Throwing is Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He'll find Jones again, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford caught on the right side by Jones. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 2nd down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, here I come. 32. Here I come.
Throwing again. Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Amendola, the intended receiver.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for two.
White, you draw Corker.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for two, but weren't really sure they should go for two. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jarrett Davis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Bridgewater, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Kamara. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
First down, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Lions will take over. While we have a second, Charles, the majors are over for golf and tennis, but in the Madden world, they're just getting started. The first of the year, the Madden Classic, recently wrapped up in Arlington, and it was a good one. We had competitors like 16-year-old young Henry of Illinois, who made a really good run. But ultimately, it was Serious Mo who walked away with the title, and Mo had some dough in there, too, a $35,000 check.
And you know what they say, Brandon?
What's that?
I don't know if these guys actually played against each other, but when you get young Henry, guys like him, and Serious Mo, all in the same grouping, throw the record books right out.
Oh, yeah, you can just tear them right up, Stevie. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for 2. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he's got it. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stafford. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The catch made over the middle by Ginn. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And Cook has it left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Christian Jones. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they are going to set up shop.